Hi, and welcome to the Little Back House. Today we are going to be working with our Decoupage Queen papers. I chose this owl design for this desk that I have pre-painted with 2 coats of the 1 Hour Enamel Wise Owl paint in the color Restoration. And I'm using my Shorty, my S50 Klingon brush with my varnish. That's matte varnish, also by Wise Owl. And I gave it 2 coats of paint. I let it dry for 24 hours. And this is the next day where I am going to apply the decoupage paper. So what I'm doing is I'm giving it a very thin coat of matte varnish. And then I will go ahead and grab my Decoupage Queen paper and I will start to apply it over the varnish. So I put a coat of varnish underneath and then I put a coat of varnish over it once I get my placement. So it's a very windy day. So I actually had to have a second set of hands. So I had my nephew hold it for me so I could figure out my placement. And I am a very free form, eyeball it kind of girl, so I didn't measure. I just put it where I felt was center, and then I will go in with my paint and I'm going to blend in those sides anyways, so it's okay. And that is where I like it, so I will go ahead and start to put it down and then add some more. You can see how windy it is. I'll go ahead and start some more varnish underneath. Okay, so our paper is all applied and I let it dry really bone dry. And now I am going in with a little piece of sandpaper and I am just rubbing it on the edge of the piece against the paper so the paper will just tear off seamlessly. And I'm going to do that across the top and then across the bottom so that I could remove the top and bottom edges that are hanging over. As far as the sides go, I am going to blend those in with paint so it won't look like I just stuck the paper right on there and I have 2 sides that are unpainted. I'm going to play with my paints and we are going to do some blending on that. Okay, so I am going to blend in my decoupage paper with my piece, so it doesn't look like I just stuck a piece of paper right into the front. I want it to go seamlessly in there like it's part of the wood. So I drew in a couple of branches using my chocolate and my military bronze by Wise Owl paint, and this is the chalk synthesis line. So I did that, and then now I am going and I am taking some of my military bronze mixed with water, and I'm using an old chippy brush because I want it to be very sparse and very natural, and I want a lot of water to drip through that brush. So I wanted to use basically a cheap brush so the water would just slide right through those bristles. So I add very little paint and mostly water. I do keep a towel on the side just to kind of blot it because I don't want to get carried away with the water. So you can kind of see how I'm just dabbing it on, and I'm just mixing my colors, being sure to get a little bit of the crease at the top. And I'm just going to keep doing that and going through the sides until I feel like it's blended. And I do use military bronze and chocolate, mostly military bronze, to blend this piece in. Okay, next I'm taking my JRV stencil brush, which I love using for waxing, and my dark brown wax from the Royal Milk Paint Company, and I am going through all of the edges and around all the low points of the piece, and I am going to just give that a nice antiquing glaze, well, antiquing wax I should say. Just to kind of further go in with the distress and the grunge of the piece. So I lost the footage where I am showing the paint dripping down the bottom. So just how I did both of the sides, I carried that down all through the bottom 3 drawers, and I allowed the water and the paint just to drip down and just give this piece a real moody look. Now I'm going in with the antiquing wax, the brown dark wax from the Royal Milk Paint Company, and I'm just going and giving it a dark cast all around, and then I will take my towel and you'll see I'll wipe it off and it will not be so dark. The next thing I will be doing is polishing the inside with my furniture salve, which is also by Wise Owl. And this is basically a wax mixed with hemp oil, and it is a drink of water for your wood. So all those little baby fine scratches and all the dried wood will now be replenished with the furniture salve, and it just brings your wood back to life. If you have never tried this product, it is absolutely amazing. I highly suggest it. It's good for wood, it's good for metal, and it's good for leather. And they are also scented, so if you have an unwanted smell in your piece, it will take that right out also. It's amazing. absolutely love how our Moody owl turned out. And once again, the paper is by Decoupage Queen, and the paint is Wise Owl paint. And you can find all the paint and supplies at thelittlebackhouse.com. And if you would like behind the scenes on pieces like this, I do them on our Facebook and Instagram stories and also lives. And you can follow me on Instagram at The Little Back House. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.